DJs BrewTube beer review. It's time to dive into the depths of yet another barrel-aged beer, and it's one that I've been digging for years. From whom do we have said beers that I've been digging for years? We have one from Firestone Walker Brewing Company out of Paso Robles, California, US of A. Yay, yay! And what beer do we have from them? We have their Sucaba 2018. This is an English barley wine that has been barrel-aged. It's a limited serving. It clocks in at 12.5% ABV and 31 IBUs this year. For hops in this beer, they're using Splatter and Select. For malt, they're using what? Pale, Maris Otter, Munich, Dark Crystal, Light Crystal, and Chocolate. And they have barrel-aged this beer, I believe, for a year, if memory serves. Now, I've been digging Sucaba for a really long time, and in 2017, they denied us having Sucaba. So, when I saw this bottle on the shelf, I said, hell yes, I'm grabbing this bottle, and we are going to drink it tonight. So, it's time to pop the top on this bad boy, get in the snapper, and tell you what's up with Sucaba from Firestone Walker 2018 vintage. Hell yes. Boom, big hiss off the top, obsessively collectible Firestone Walker crown. Let's get it in the snifter. Yes, tons of cannon smoke rolling off this bad boy. Look at that gorgeous, gorgeous garnet rolling out of this. Really kind of a soda-sounding head tonight, or fizziness coming out of it. But, you know what? We'll talk about the appearance now. I was getting ahead of myself, wasn't I? It is a gorgeous, gorgeous garnet color like it is every year that I remember drinking it. This year, we're in a 12-ounce serving instead of a 22-ounce bomber as in the past. I remember back in the day when you get a bomber of this for like $10.99 or some crazy shit like that, and it just sat on the shelves before people knew what it was. Anyways, I'm waffling on. We're not telling you about the appearance. We got a sort of khaki, kind of off-white color head. It was a half finger, and it's about a quarter finger now. There's tons and tons of alcohol legs curtaining down on the inside of this. I don't suspect there'll be glass lacing. A lot of these beers that Firestone Walker makes that are barrel-aged do not have a lot of glass lacing, but we might get some. It's a gorgeous garnet red color. I'm sure on camera it looks basically black to you, but trust me, it's garnet red, and there's lots of red glints coming through the beer. But, though it's pretty, it's got to smell good too. So let's dive in for the aroma. Hell yeah. Big vanilla, bourbon, leather, coconut for days in this beer. Average Joe, shout out to you, my brother. I know you love the coconut aroma in this one. Toffee, it's mouth-watering. Chocolate, barrel char, maybe a bit of earthy hop left. But just bourbon and vanilla, caramel, burnt brown sugar, rum-soaked raisins. Not a hint of phenolic alcohol. It smells super, it's like super smooth. All those aromas are blended together, and the trailing aroma I get on this is that of vanilla followed by a hint of coconut and vanilla pipe tobacco. This smells freaking delicious. I've been waiting a year to drink this fresh again. I'm diving in. Hell yeah. Cheers! Hell yeah. Right up in front, you get that kick of bourbon. After that, I'm getting that like vanilla pipe tobacco thing going on. Caramel. Tons and tons of butterscotch in this. I don't remember getting that flavor before. But in the back end, it's like a sweet, like between caramel and butterscotch in there, like that. And burnt, a little bit charred. I guess that maybe that's from the barrel charge, the char, or the aging, or maybe the dark malts. Good bit of chocolate in there as well, like a light fudgy chocolate. But that big leathery tobacco flavor that always shines in this. Fresh, you get a good amount of warming in the chest. Though I don't get like sort of like a boozy or a phenolic alcohol in the taste itself, but you know it's a 12.5%er. It's got a medium full mouthfeel. It's not thick and gloopy like some, I guess, English barley wines can be, but super tasty just the same. And that aftertaste, as it sets into my palate, is kind of like toffee and molasses combined at the same time. though I get a lot of coconut in the aroma. I don't get a whole bunch of the taste. I get way more vanilla than I do that, but then there's that resounding bourbon note that kind of like orbits all those other flavors, man. Wow. You know what? Okay, I had to wait a year, and that kind of hacked me off because, yeah, they made Bravo last year, which was a really nice beer that kind of like stood in for this. But man, Sucaba is just a classic. If you remember back in the day, if you're an OG craft beer drinker like I am, this used to be called abacus, you know, or abacus, if you will. And they made them change the name. They even say that because of some like silly legal battle or whatever that you have. But man, super tasty, easy to drink. I mean, you can pound almost this 12.5%. It's scary. The alcohol's very well hidden in the taste. Though, like I said, you do get warming in the chest. So you hear I'm digging it. I'm geeking out. I'm in beer geeking kind of mode right now. Let's grade this beer before I go too far off the rails. So at time of recording, Beer Advocate is giving this 4.52 out of 5 caps, or 5 caps. I guess they give it points. Anyway, and I would say definitely that's got to be in their A+ range. We're talking probably like 98, somewhere in, you know, that kind of galaxy of points. And Untapped is giving this 4.3 caps. So I'd say that's probably almost A+ level for them too. Let me take another drink here. Really tasty brew. Because I've drank this before, and I know that it definitely develops in the bottle, and I can taste that you're going to have more dark fruits and more of like, probably like a cherry note that's really faint in the background come out in this. I'm going to give it a 98. It's an A+ beer. I'm glad I drank it tonight. This is a great capper for what was, for me, a really just abrasive, long-ass week, and I'm glad I got to drink this tonight. So, anyways, enough of that. Have you had Sucaba 2018, 16, 15, 14, 12, whatever? If you have had this brew before, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo back and forth. I also really like it when you do me a big favor and think globally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. And it is exceedingly cool when you rate, comment, subscribe, especially if this is your first time joining us tonight. And if you could do me a big favor and consider, I don't know, kind of smashing that like button, that along with only one bottle, especially at 12.5% ABV, is all I'm going to need tonight of Firestone Walker Brewing Company's Sucaba 2018 vintage to put my big-ass beer drinking happy face on. So the next DJ BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of Sucaba drinking love for you, and you know what's coming by now. Hell yes, a big-ass